pizowell here, and today I want to talk to you guys about 2020's The Grudge. Now, this is partially going to be a review of the movie as well as a review of this upcoming Blu-ray release. Now, I was really excited for The Grudge when it was released earlier this year. I thought the trailer looked really promising, and the film is written and directed by Nicholas Pesce, whose previous film, The Eyes of My Mother, I thought was unrelentingly bleak and haunting as all get out. Then the reviews started to roll out, and they were not great. I ended up skipping The Grudge in theaters, but I definitely wanted to check out the film on Blu-ray, albeit with 2020's The Grudge transplants the horror of the Ju-On series and of the first American remake of The Grudge from Japan to the US. We have a new cursed house, and everyone who comes in contact with that house becomes a target for the vengeful spirits who call it home. There's a new Kayako here, although she makes the exact same death rattle sound as the Kayako from the Ju-On series. And we have a new Toshio, only this time around, instead of it being a little boy, it's a little girl, and instead of making cat cries, her nose bleeds. And they're both so heavily CGI rendered that at times both just look like dull-colored, blurry masses rushing at the camera really fast. It's terrifyingly bad. So I don't really have a whole lot to say about this new iteration of Ju-On. While Ju-On The Grudge is a shining example of how to make a supernatural horror film, 2020's The Grudge is pretty much the complete antithesis of that. As a matter of fact, this film is pretty much a microcosm of everything that is wrong with horror today. Instead of creating atmosphere and mood, The Grudge 2020 goes for this post-processing dark look and bathes nearly every frame of the film in this amber yellowish hue. I guess they thought the uglier the movie looked, the scarier it would be. Instead of tension and suspense, we get an overabundance of jump scares. Jump scares so telegraphed you can see them coming a mile away. And even the jump scares in this movie are so uninspired. It's the same old jump scares that we've seen recycled over and over and over again. You know the ones. You turn the light off and there's a menacing figure standing in the dark. You turn the light back on and they've disappeared. And in how many of these movies have we seen a character hide out in a closet? The movie goes completely silent. The character breathes a sigh of relief. A moment or two passes, and then wham, out of the darkness beside the character, the antagonist appears screaming, and ooh, there's the big stinger on the soundtrack. It's like they compiled a checklist of every cheap, generic, recycled jump scare, and during the course of the movie, it was their mission to check off each and every one. And if that was the case, mission accomplished. None of the characters here are compelling. The new cursed house is not imposing, and the antagonists are anything but scary. There is zero atmosphere here and absolutely no sense of dread. The Grudge 2020 feels like the kind of movie that the studio made simply to keep the rights in-house, thrown together at the last minute, produced cheaply, and dumped in theaters in early January. 2020's The Grudge is a slapdash, generic, and just downright boring movie. It's a shame because I think Pesce is a good filmmaker, and we have a strong cast here, including Lin Shaye, John Cho, Frankie Faison, and William Sadler. I definitely cannot recommend 2020's The Grudge. Instead, go check out Takashi Shimizu's Ju-On The Grudge, or check out the American remake starring Sarah Michelle Gellar. Both are infinitely better than this film. As far as this Blu-ray release is concerned, first let's check out the presentation. We get a slipcase with this release, and that's about it. This is an all-region release, region A, B, and C, so it should play on any Blu-ray player anywhere in the world. This is a Blu-ray and digital copy release. As far as the picture quality and sound quality on this release, both of them were good. This is definitely not a good looking movie, so seeing it in high definition just sort of revealed to me, at least, that this is a movie that was just heavily post-processed to give it this very dark, grimy kind of look, but then it's presented in this pristine, crystal clear HD release, and it just, I don't know, it just looks very processed and not very good. The audio quality was quite good on this release, I have to say. There are so many jump scares in the film and so many big stingers on the soundtrack, and they were really loud. So as far as picture quality and sound quality, I'd give the picture quality a 3.5 out of 5 and the audio quality a 4 out of 5. As far as extras are concerned, first up we get Designing Death. It's 3 minutes and 3 seconds in length. It includes interviews with actors John Cho, Lin Shaye, Tara Westwood, producer Sam Raimi, executive producer Shulin Weiss, and writer-director Nicholas Pesh, and more. They discuss the makeup effects, one of the stunts in the film, and more. Next up, we get The Cast of The Cursed. It's 3 minutes and 44 seconds in length. It includes interviews with actors Demian Bichir, Jackie Weaver, John Cho, Frankie Faison, William Sadler, Lin Shaye, Tara Westwood, and more. They all discuss how unique and scary the movie is. Next up, we get Easter Egg Haunt. It's 4 minutes and 47 seconds in length, in which writer-director Nicholas Pesh talks us through some of the Easter eggs in the film. We get 30 minutes and 7 seconds of deleted scenes. 30 minutes and 7 seconds of deleted scenes, and we get some previews. This is not a bad Blu-ray release for The Grudge. If you're a fan of the film, you should definitely look into picking up this Blu-ray release and add it to your collection. If you've not seen The Grudge, I definitely cannot recommend it. It's just not very good. If you've seen 2020's The Grudge, please let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. They're also right around here. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. A big thank you to all my awesome Patreon supporters. I appreciate your generosity and support of my channel. Become a patron today and join me for monthly live streams and have a say in what movies I review on my channel. Patreon.com/pizowell or follow the link in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.